Thank you very much. All right. Hello, everybody. It is so good to be here. There we are. Hello, everybody. It is so good to be here once again doing another event for RGL TV. Thank you, delightful folks, for having us. I am Celine Kalante Love of the Celine and Friends Woodlin system. Coming at you live today with the startup screen for the lovely Philips Compact Disc Interactive, which I'm sure many people here are aware that whenever you see that it's a CDI game, that is what we in the biz call a warning. But it is JANKuary, so, you know, what better time, right? So I'm coming at you, we are coming at you live with a CDI game that actually, for reasons you will see shortly, is not even considered a game by a lot of people, but we think it is anyway. So we'll be playing it for you. But it's obscure. It shouldn't be. It's like it's not that hard to find. It's just that no one's ever really looked for it. So we kind of ended up being the only ones who did. But like, if anyone ever wants to follow in our footsteps, it's not that rare or anything. But anyway, this is the story of Jonah. Specifically, this is Lost Sheep. Bear with us as a moment as the game starts, because the loading screen, or excuse me, the company logo screens and everything are kind of loud. That's normal. The rest of the game will be better, but it's like that. But so this is an effort by, and we will see their credits here, lovely futuristic graphics here, Interlight Productions Inc. And this is basically the only thing they ever did. Like this and 5 other games like this. Like there are 6 CDI Interlight games. That's basically all they did. So this is the story of Jonah, and as you saw in the title screen, it's part of Interlight's CDI Children's Bible Classics. Now, a quick note on the religious content in this game, because I know that's a sensitive issue for some viewers. We are not formally religious, and we are not playing this game to proselytize, evangelize. The things we will be showing off are not particularly religious either. The reason we're playing this is more just for the preservation, the fact that this is a game that we had, or excuse me, that my grandparents had when we were growing up. And it's just something I remember. So this is actually what it's supposed to be, this middle part here, Jonah. So if you click on this, this is a cartoon. It's about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. It's just an animated, like, this is actually like the story of Jonah cartoon. It's sold as a cartoon, not as a game. The main thing you're supposed to do is just click on this and watch this and enjoy. We're not going to be doing that today. We are going to be looking at the other stuff that's included. So this is just, yeah, it's got the Bible, it's got a little about the disc, the playroom sections, just some connect the dots puzzles, you know, really afterthoughty stuff like that. Tell me more if you want to learn more about context of the story of Jonah, like what is a cubit? Where was the city of Nineveh located, etc., etc. But then over here, we have Lost Sheep. Now, Lost Sheep is special. Lost Sheep is the reason that we're coming here today. So if you will bear with us for just one moment, I need to turn the volume back up because the rest of the game's audio is not like flash screens was. So let me just this up to around, there we go. Okay, and let's get back this? Okay. So, Lost Sheep is a pack-in game included with Story of Jonah. It's not the main attraction, or it wasn't supposed to be anyway, but there's so much here that I, as a child, ended up playing Lost Sheep way more than I actually watched the Story of Jonah. There's surprisingly a lot here, so we are going to go after some Lost Sheep today. We're going to see how much there actually is here.
Oh no! Look what's happened! Someone or something has scared all my sheep into Nineveh. Can you help me? Go to the city of Nineveh and search for my sheep. Whenever you find one, click on it and it will be put into a pen. Remember, you've got to get home before it's too late, or the thieves of darkness will get you. You may want to start your search in the alley. Now, if you need some more information, click on Help. Otherwise, get started.
And there you have it. That's the premise of Lost Sheep. So, it's very... like, I don't think it's even connected to the Story of Jonah at all, other than they say it takes place in the city of Nineveh, which I guess must have been before Jonah got here, because it's still, like, dangerous and everything. But, like, they say that. That's just, like, in name only. This is such a random game that they just kind of threw in on this disc and just called it, how can we make it connected to Jonah? I don't know, it's Nineveh, I guess. So we're looking for sheep. We are going into the city and looking for sheep. It's a first-person point-and-click sheep finder. So he said to start our search in the alley, so we can go ahead and do that. And there's a kitty. So here's our interface, right? So we're looking around. I forgot to start the timer. Sorry. There we go. I'm not actually speedrunning this, so this timer is more for just our entire set. But anyway, so yeah, so it's a first-person point and click. There's a cat. It's very loud. These green units up here, these represent how much time we have remaining. As time passes, we will slowly be losing these. They will go from green, the green ones will disappear, red ones will appear over here. If we lose all of our green units, then yeah, there's one, so we've lost one already. Then we lose the game. Like the shepherd said, the thieves of darkness get us. So let's go through. Okay, so there's a sheep. So the locations of the sheep are random. Every time we play this game, they could be anywhere. The only way to really 100% this game is to just visit every room, because you never know where a sheep's going to be. So there happens to be one here. So we'll click that. It's added to our pen. It doesn't tell us how many we have. You just kind of have to count and remember that that's one. It doesn't tell us how many there's supposed to be. You're just supposed to know there's 20.
Hey, you! Listen to this proverb. A wise person does what he is told, but a talkative fool will be ruined.
And there are NPCs who are here to dunk on me for talking too much during the streaming. I should just shut up and play the game, apparently. No, but yeah, so there are NPCs in various places. They have delightful things to say. So the interesting thing about the NPCs, their quotes are not randomized within one playthrough. If I were to leave this room and then come back, he would say the exact same thing again. But they have 5 or 6 lines, and every time you start a new game, like which one they're going to say is random. So if I were to quit back and then play again, then he would say something else. Anyway, so we're looking for sheep. That's one of the 2 things that always drew me to this game, was just the weird, quirky NPCs in this game. And the other you are about to see. There's another sheep. So there's a mechanic in this game, and people who watch our stream have a certain emote for it. Let's say, for example, you wanted to... I mean, we're supposed to look everywhere for the sheep, right? So there could be one down in the basement, you know? What if there's a sheep down there? We've got to go down there and check this out. So let's go down there. Nope. trouble. So, I don't know if that mechanic has a name. We've always just called it getting in trouble. The emote on our Twitch is QWERTY Trouble. So there are certain areas, certain things you can click on, certain rooms that if you go to, they are just bad. If you go there, instead of seeing anything, you see that screen, you see the evil, menacing Scooby-Doo eyes there, and then it just warps you to some random location on the map. We're not even in the alley anymore. We could go back into the alley by going this way, but yeah, that warped us right out of the alley. But there's one more sheep. Thank you for that. So the trouble mechanic it's something that's always fascinated a younger me, because this is a game where you are supposed to be leaving no stone unturned because you need to find all the sheep, right? Like, they could be anywhere. You've got to search everywhere. Oh, except don't search there. That's wrong. You're not supposed to look in there. You're supposed to look where the sheep actually are, but not in there. You'll get in trouble if you look there. So a lot of this game was very confusing to a younger me, because, like, how do you even know? How do you even know where you're supposed to go? How do you know where the trouble is? Like, for a while, I never even beat this game legitimately. Like, the only times I ever actually finished a run are when something like what you see just here happened, where we got in trouble, and just by pure luck, it happened to drop us right at the exit. So now we can just go forward, and we win.
Congratulations! You made it home. Now, let's see how many sheep you found.
Well, so you made it home before the time was up. Pretty good. But what about the rest of your sheep? They'll be stew if I find them. Better try again.
And that's lost sheep. So you go through the city, you look for as many sheep as you can. It doesn't tell you how many there even are and what, like, finding all of them looks like. There are 20, by the way, just so you know, because the game's not going to tell you. I will. There are 20. But for a while, it's just, the layout's so confusing, especially when you're that age. Like, when I'm young and I'm just trying to play this game and I don't know how to do anything. This antagonist lady, this is just one of the random NPCs. We didn't see this one, but every NPC is like they give you a quote based on how many of them you find. Like, if you get 0 to 5, you get this lady, and you get, if you find like 6 to 7, you get another. I don't remember the exact table, but every NPC in the game is represented here. So that left a very intriguing question to a younger me, which is, A, how many sheep are there? And B, of all the NPCs, which one do you see if you get all the sheep? Because the highest I ever did in this game, like as a kid, the best run I ever got, I did 17 once. And even that was like, there is still more there, but that's like the best I was ever able to do. So I wanted to know, as an adult, how many sheep are there? What does the ending look like? Who is on the congratulations screen if you get them all? So I went to go look that up, and there just wasn't anything. Like, on the entire internet, no one chronicled this game before we came along, because, again, most people don't consider it a game. Most people just think, oh, it's a cartoon DVD for DVD, cartoon CDI, cartoon movie for the CDI, and it might have some pack-in stuff, but who cares? We're like, so for example, there's a site called pricecharting.org, which is the site that tracks any old game when it's on, like, when it's been sold on like eBay or like any aftermarket sales like that. It tracks the price of games, so you can see how valuable an old game is. And this is not on price charting. It does not exist on price charting, because price charting only tracks video games. So if I wanted to know how many sheep there were and what the ending looked like, it was up to me to do this research and find it myself, which I did. I ended up going through this game extensively, mapping it. I created a map. It looks something like this. I set up this entire route here Look how many trouble spots there are, by the way. This game is a lot. It's so hard to get through this game without getting in trouble. But we have routed this out, and now we shall answer the pressing questions that we are all wondering, that you are now desperately curious to know too, since about 2 minutes ago when I raised this question, which is, what does 100% run of this game look like? So let's find out, shall we? Let's get this map going. Let's try again. And yeah. She did say we need to try again, so let's do it. Now, the person in the beginning said that we should start our search in the alley. That's wrong. If you want 100% this, the optimal route I have figured out starts in the King's Court and ends in the market. It goes through the alley and like the middle, but just saying. So, let's start here. And let's go through. This will not be actually, let's go back to the map just so I can talk for a bit without him talking over me. I will say this is not a speed run, because if this were a speed run, I would be clicking through every single screen as fast as possible. I have determined, going through some trial runs, that there is enough time to stop and listen to each NPC and get their quotes, get what I call the Ninevean wisdom, if you've seen our stream. So we have to show that off. Come on, you can't play Lost Sheep without showing the Ninevean wisdom. So this is 100% as fast as possible, but still listening to everyone run. And it will start in the King's Court. And let's do this. So again, the goal here, because the sheep could be anywhere, is to just go to every room in the game. That's really the only way to be sure.
You're a long way from home. Better check your timer.
Just started, my dude. Okay, thanks, I guess. See, if we knew there weren't any sheep in those rooms, we could have just skipped them. But you can never know that. They are random. They are so random. That's 2. 3.
Hello. Did you know that you have entered the King's Pottery Shop?
The King's pottery shop. Excuse me. Yes. And just so you know what I mean about some of these exits being poorly marked, this one's trouble. How do you know this one's trouble when these two aren't? Like, how are you supposed to know that? But just, it is. Now you know.
Beware, this is not a safe area.
See, that's why we're doing NPC %. This would not be a complete experience if you didn't get that quote. I should add that to our Ninevean wisdom reel on our stream, actually. That's a good one. Anyway.
Hello! Hello! Come into my maze. Green connects to yellow. Blue connects to orange. And purple connects to red.
That's a new... I have been playing this game my whole life, and I don't think I've heard that one before. Okay, that's new. Or, I think... I think. Meanwhile, you see something like this safe here, and you assume in a Bible game this would get you into trouble, because, I don't know, you're coveting money or something if you click on it. But no, this is actually a passage leading north. But all 3 of these doors on the left and this one on the right are trouble. Obviously. 7,
Hi there. This is a safe spot. You can leave from any direction.
8. And now we are entering the market. So trying to go through this door here with the angry dog guarding it, that's going to be trouble, obviously. But the evil owl is perfectly safe. Which makes sense. 9, I think? I'm losing count, sorry.
Keep your eyes focused on what is right. Keep looking straight ahead to what is good.
I always say, sometimes things are not as they seem.
For example, this sheep here, that's fake. That one's trouble if you click on it.
Greetings, my friend. The direction of your home is straight ahead.
Nothing here. I'm starting to get a little concerned about the time, but I think we're okay.
Great.
And I have officially lost count. I think that's 10. 11, I think.
Hey, you! Listen to this proverb. A wise person does what he is told,
okay.
but a talkative fool will be ruined.
I swear, though, they do change it up. It is random per playthrough. It's just, it happened to roll the same result again on that one. Just coincidentally. But you know they say new things, because that guy by the maze, I have never heard him say that before. And I am like the lost sheep runner.
Hello. I am just a poor slave, but I will help you. Don't leave through the window.
That window, not safe. These grates, going down to the sewer, perfectly safe. The black mouse pointing that way, that's safe. The white one pointing that way, that's trouble. So many of these things, they're just so logical, you know?
So you want a clue, eh? The way out of here is behind the curtain.
Okay, well, I'm really starting to get concerned on time, though. I know we're going to 100% this run, but oh, heckity heck. Okay, we're running at this point. I'm not even counting anymore.
Hey, I've got a tip for you. To find all your sheep, go out my back window.
Thank you. I wish you would speak a little quicker, because I'm really concerned about time. We've only got, like, a couple rooms left, fortunately. But it's going to come down to the wire. Like, 2 rooms to go, I think. Shit. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, no. Okay, okay, sorry about that. I might be running a little late, but I want to show you this. I really do. So now we're just gonna do a full speed skip every 1% run. Do this again. We will do this. It'll only take a couple more minutes, I swear, because when we're skipping all the dialogue, it goes pretty quick. So, but hey, you got to see the game over screen too, if you were curious about that. Three. Where are we? 4. But now that you've seen all the NPCs, because there was only like 2 rooms left, and they were just paths to the exit. Like, you have seen all the NPCs in this game. That was all of them. So now you can guess which one will be the one to congratulate us when we get 20 sheep. Just for fun. Just for fun. If you want to speculate the way I was speculating, like, ever since I was a child. And you will have your answer soon. So, thank you for checking in on the stream. I would say we haven't gotten to any trouble over here, but that's a lie. The whole name of this game is getting into trouble. With yeah, the secret is to never listen to anyone, because you don't have time for that, it turns out. Also, I haven't been counting, so I have no idea how many sheep that is. I just have to hope when we get to the end, like, if we have in fact visited every single room and we didn't forget one or miss one or anything, like I could have forgotten and missed that one. Like, if I got them all, that should be, that should be all of them, obviously. There's nowhere else a sheep could be, because I got every room in the game, so if this isn't 20 when we finish this one, it means I forgot to click somewhere and I missed a room. But I think this is a pretty complete route. I'm looking at the map we made and everything.
The honest person will live safely, but the one who is dishonest will get caught.
See, that's a new quote. Told you. They do change it up. Oh, you didn't know safes did that? Yeah, that's a biblically accurate safe.
There are more.
See, if you don't look in these little dead ends, like there was a sheep there, that's probably what cost me the 20 on the times where I've finished and thought I got every room, but it wasn't. But this is trouble. This is one of the more obvious ones. Like, obviously, if you get involved in something like this, if you see something, no, you don't. But it's just, there are so many trouble exits that aren't signposted at all. So it's like, you can't go off of like what moral they're trying to teach you with what does or does not get you in trouble, because it's pretty random a lot of the time. This guy's trouble, though. That, if we did this right, this should be number 20. I wasn't counting, but that should be it. We've got a bit more time, so I'm just gonna peek back here. Yeah, okay. So, the answer to who you see if you get all 20?
Congratulations!
I hope I got all 20.
You made it home. Now, let's see how many sheep you found.
Congratulations! You have found all the lost sheep and brought them home. You are very smart and very quick. Accept my gold crown as your grand prize.
And if you were guessing, like, someone who isn't even in this game and they just kind of made up a brand new NPC just for this screen, congratulations! And that, for real this time, is Lost Sheep. So, because I had to do this a second time, I'm running a bit behind on our set now, so I will not stay too much longer, but I will leave you with this. I will say once again, this game is not that rare. If you want to go get a copy, like last we looked, it was like 45 bucks on eBay, but like before then, I think we got ours for like 20. It's not that hard to find. And yet we are the only people who have ever put footage of lost sheep on the internet. If you ever find a video of lost sheep and it's not like me personally presenting it, I'm not aware of that. I had to go do all this myself just because no one else did. It reminds me kind of like, bear with me here, but like back in the turn of the century American and British Egyptology craze, right? Like when US and British like archaeologists were digging through like ancient pyramids and stuff, there were so many mummies, just perfectly preserved 2,000-year-old ancient mummies. They were just freaking everywhere. There were like thousands of them that they were turning up. And because they were so common, the archaeologists of the day thought they were worthless. They thought they had no value and just had nothing else to do with them. Because they were out of ideas with just what to do with all these mummies that were stacking up, they actually ground them down into a pink pigment. It was called mummy brown. You painted your houses with it. I feel like games like Lost Sheep when I bring something like this to the JANKuary showcase, this is probably the first time a wider audience outside of our stream has ever seen this game. And that is not because I found some rare prototype here. That is not because I am some, like, amazingly good relic hunter who found, like, this rare one-of-a-kind. No, this is a mummy. There are, like, mummies everywhere. I'm just the only person who noticed that this particular mummy, being a 2,000-year-old perfectly preserved mummy and all, has historical value, and it's worth more than just being ground down into, like, Story of Jonah, Lost Sheep Brown. So that's all I'm saying. Like, there are games like this. All of the Interlights, for example, do this. All of the Interlights. There are 6 of them. The other ones have games like this included too. Some of them I haven't even played. Like, any kind of children's edutainment specifically is going to have a lot of this kind of stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there if people not only look, but just care. You don't have to be that lucky or that tireless or that diligent or that wealthy to be a video game preservationist. You just have to care. I'm here because I cared about Lost Sheep. This is the game that my grandparents had growing up, that we played in their basement whenever we visited them. And I remembered that, and I wanted to dust it off and bring it to you all, so I did. And that's all it takes. So all of you all can do that. Now, we will leave you, but I will say, as signing off, thank you so much for having us. But speaking of ancient Egypt and CDI children's edutainment, coming up next, we have Pyramid Adventures Episode 1, which is another very obscure CDI edutainment software that this one actually is focused on ancient Egypt. So with that as a perfect segue, I will definitely eagerly be checking out that set. I hope you all will too. But for now, thank you so much for having us. And if you want to see more of us specifically, we will be back tomorrow with zombie dinos from planet Zeltoid. Hope to see you there, and hope to see you checking out Pyramid Adventures. And yeah, take care, everyone. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of the event.